I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about twin flame process. And before I start, if anybody wants to get a reading, you can contact me through my website, and the link to that is in the description box below. So this is going to be a reading for the full moon. It's going to be full at 7:26 p.m. on Monday the 19th of August in the UK. And it's going to be in crossing from Aquarius to Pisces. So just see where we are now, because I don't think we're in Aquarius yet, because this is just Friday the 16th. We're in Capricorn, moving into Aquarius tomorrow on Saturday the 17th. How are you feeling today? Well, Capricorn, and it's growing full. You might feel like you're about to explode in terms of your duties and obligations, like things are coming to a head, that you can't go on anymore in the way that you've been going on, that something's got to give, that maybe you need to get off the merry-go-round or the Ferris wheel, or however it feels to you with the things that you do daily, repetitive daily chores. As they're saying, life cycle. So it's like, you might feel like you need a complete change of life, like a change of environment, a change of routine, they're saying. It's only bursting point, they're saying. So it's not something that's gonna, these things pass through us as part of twin flames. We are eliminating paradigms that have gone before. So patriarchal forces, where humans have been pinned down in slavery and in roles that they maybe, don't fit into. So very much duty and obligation. And we are moving through this right now, but only for this moon, only where the moon is right now. So by tomorrow, it's probably going to be gone. It feels like, the bubble's going to burst on something maybe today. Like it's just like you want to tear your hair out or put a stop to something. Like you just want it to end. And then we've got, and that's in terms of something you do on a daily basis, they're saying. Could be everything you do on a daily basis. It might just be one or two things. It could be that, nothing's set in stone, they're saying. We're coming into Aquarius tomorrow. I think it's halfway through the day or late in the day, and then fully into Aquarius on Sunday, for the whole of Sunday. Aquarius is ideas and inspiration and genius and invention. So there's going to be some kind of clarity coming in Aquarius. It's mental, it's about the mind, and it is more focused. So rather than just feeling like this spectre of like, oh my God, I need something to change, but it's not changing. How am I going to, like you just want it to kind of be over, something to be over. Where we are right now. In Aquarius is much more, it's like you get your mind back. It's also about freedom and liberation. So we're in ego right now, if you like, because Capricorn is, although it's Earth, it's very egoic, because it's all about being, meeting up to expectations of family and peer group and jobs and, about work and accomplishment and all that kind of stuff in a functional, earthly way. So it's ego, but it's in a more, it's quite a heavy energy in Capricorn. It's quite heavy in ego. It's not really about the mind and how you build things up through the mind. It's more like just feeling like stuck, because it's earthly. So it's not like your mind will be whirring today with like the ego going crazy. It's more that it's just like a feeling of lockdown, like being in lockdown again, that kind of thing, where you're not able to move. It's stuck feeling. And then Aquarius and its liberation and its freedom and its ideas, and it's also flying your freak flag in Aquarius. So it's going to feel much better tomorrow and much more, light and airy Aquarius. and it's more about feeling unencumbered by what was bothering you today, basically. So we're finding freedom over the next 24 hours. What we just had jumping out here, I don't know those other three yet, but we've got the masculine down but not out. So this is the wounded masculine. So today is very much the wounded masculine energy, this heavy, hanging in the air, like feeling of, oh, woe's me, and I can't go on like this, and it's not serving me. The way my life isn't serving me. And of course, this is what the masculine is going through. So, as a feminine twin flame, the reason you're feeling like that today in a Capricorn moon that's growing full is because of the masculine and the counterpart energy. So it's coming through you. And it's one of those days where you're probably walking around going, why do I feel like this? I just feel so like, everything feels so like, oh, and, and I can't pull myself out of it, and I can't find a key to my freedom because, and you're probably like, well, I was all right yesterday, and yesterday felt all right, but that's what it's like in twin flame process. As a feminine counterpart to the masculine process, you are pretty much at the liberty of them and how they're going through life. So the moon portals especially, actually all the way through the moon, saying that. But growth and potential is the full moon. So it's really like you just going back down into the depths of that. The masculine expression, which is a heavy heart in this case, of, of how they feel about their life, maybe part of their life, maybe just their life today as well. You never know. It's a very mundane feeling today. So we've got that. The Nine of Wands, the wounded masculine, and these came out as well. King of Pentacles, which is, of course, the masculine made manifest. This is where everything is all right. This is just it's a commonplace feeling in the King of Pentacles, which is just like there is no great pull or push. There's no, it doesn't feel like there's any twin flame process going on. It just feels like everything's all right. So for the masculine, they're going to come out of this heavy feeling today, and they're coming to just feeling okay when it moves, when the moon moves, basically, as the moon moves. And then we've also got Ten of Pentacles, which is completion. So we've got that coming as well. So what we're going through is for the masculine today. And then we've got that completing. And then we've got Five of Pentacles, which is almost being separated from them again. So as we move through the weekend, we've got it coming into Saturday tomorrow, which is the Aquarius, which is lightness and air and feeling free, as we said before, and separation from your twin in terms of what you're feeling because of them and how heavy they're feeling today. So it's a bit like a weather report, really. It's just going to clear as the weekend goes on in terms of how you're feeling. Right, and let's get these out. Four of Pentacles, which is talking about being present. In this feeling today, there isn't much to feel present for. It's kind of like it's out there, they're saying. It's like, well, what? You can't put a finger on it. You can't put a finger on why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because you're not feeling the way you're feeling because of you. You're feeling because the way you're feeling because of them. So we've got that in the present moment. Oh, Seven of Wands in the middle, which is resistance. So feeling the resistance of not being able to feel happy because you're in twin flame. You're not feeling happy because you're feeling what your twin's feeling. That's what the process brings. So no matter though it might be your brain is trying to circumnavigate your position in your physical environment and say, well, nothing's changed from yesterday. So why am I feeling like this today? Because of the resistance that comes from the masculine. And there's nothing that you can do about it. It just is, and it will clear as we go through. And I'm actually wanting to do this about the moon, so I'm hoping they're going to start talking about, not today, But Monday, in a minute. Right, so the Hierophant, relationship, also Capricorn, very much Capricorn. And then we've got Six of Cups, which is reunion coming from the separation. So it's like this force that comes into you today, dealing with the masculine again, and then it's you come apart energetically and separate, if you like, mentally and emotionally, and we move through into clarity. There's potentials there for everything to come into reunion in a really good way. That's as we move into through Aquarius into Pisces. Pisces is a healing energy, and it's watery and it's emotional and it's deep. And they're saying love is coming in Pisces. Queen of Wands. So we've got batten down the hatches, basically, is what they're saying with the feminine. So your vibration is what counts. So you're just holding space for your twin to relinquish their resistance, which is building towards the moon. So this the bubble's going to burst on how they're resisting their own feeling good, basically. And then they're saying potentials for coming forward. So everything is an ebb and flow in terms of twin flame process. We said last time, right, it's like an infinity. The 8, and it comes and it goes, and there's always potential for physical type of reunion at every opportunity. There is that potential of when the energy clears and you arrive at 0 point. They're saying Pisces is very much about everything being at 0 point at this moon. It's like it's clearing through heaviness in Capricorn at the moment, coming into clarity in Aquarius, freedom, where they're saying this is like the hippie energy, right, Aquarius. It's like throwing your knickers in the air and running into the sea naked and, whooping and just being really happy to be alive. So it's almost the opposite of where we're at right now with the Capricorn. And it's this coming in for the masculine. So they're going to enter into this energetic space where they feel able to follow their intuition. All that's coming in Aquarius, right? Able to follow their intuition, which is also following the heart, setting themselves free. When we say setting free, there's a lot that's set free in Aquarius that's to do with the mind and the ego. It's like all these, what holds somebody back in the mind, all this self-talk, which plays down a person, So we've got the masculine here in Capricorn, and they're having doubts and fears, and they're talking to themselves about, what they haven't done right, and a life less well lived, and all the mistakes they made, and the age they're at, and how they should have done it this way and should have done it that way, and and it's all kind of weighing heavily on their shoulders, and they're feeling squashed and feeling beaten down by life, almost like like it's just there's nothing to be here for that's making any sense. However, in Aquarius, the lid is lifted on that. So it's curious, Aquarius. It has a curiosity about life. The mental energy in Aquarius is off the wall, in fact. So it's like suddenly, like there's growth spurts coming towards this full moon in Pisces, which is healing, is growth spurts in the mind. And it's very much like, oh, you know what, it's not so bad. Like in the masculine brain, it's not so bad. That feels like it could be a good idea. That feels like it could be a good idea. It's like ideas start to come on board, like, oh, maybe I'm not so old now after all. Maybe, compared to other people, maybe I actually do look quite young. It's like the brain is going to start giving them a sense of freedom and making them feel like anything is possible. In Aquarius, it's possibilities, So that's going to come on board in Aquarius for the masculine, which is pushing through of this resistance here, which is what's keeping them down. The resistance is what goes on in a heavy heart while they're in Capricorn. It's the negative. It's just putting. It's every positive that could come up is counteracting it with a negative at the moment. So it's like anything that could be a good idea, they're immediately putting a kibosh on it. Like, no, you can't think about that. It's all an I don't want, I shouldn't want, I can't have, I'm not having that. It's all very negative right now. However, the lid is lifted in Aquarius and the birds start to fly out of the magician's hat, and everything starts to like come alive again in Aquarius and life feels a lot better. So we've got that coming tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get one there, did I? Ace of Pentacles. So it's a brand new beginning, basically, for the masculine. Steady, they just said. Steady Eddie, in fact, they just said. This is who Steady Eddie is, right? It's like the King of Pentacles. It's someone that's just all right. Just like everything is, it's undramatic, right? It's a bit dramatic at the moment with this, like, woe is me that we're at. But this is like where everything is just like, you just go about your day, and everything is, you're not complaining about the chores. You're not complaining about the routine or the the daily things that you have to do. It's moving beyond anything that feels bad. So it's just like getting on with life again. So masculine getting on with life again and a brand new beginning in the physical world. So it's almost like what's going to be shed through Aquarius just brings them back, they're saying, to a very genuine position in their physical existence. So physical reunion comes when they're feeling at one with their physical existence, when the masculine's feeling at one with who they are and their life and what their life is about on a daily basis, and not feeling afraid of anything being introduced into their life that could be different, but also not really feeling the need for anything to change. So it's very much being in the moment of just feeling all right, where it's like let's just try it and see kind of energy we get in Aquarius with what comes into the mind, which is this freedom of lifting the lid off things. And because it's feeling all right, completely all right to be here, and it not being any kind of having a resounding, resisting effect on the masculine, for them to have this clarity come through. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. It's like nothing matters, right? It's like you could just dial a number of somebody to see if they're there and say hello. It's not dramatic, it's not like, oh my God, I haven't contacted this person for years. What will I say? It's none of that, right? It's just like, you know what, I'm just going to do it. Love comes from love underlying everything. So that's the 8 that we've got, 8 of Cups, which is love, is connected to love. Love comes from love. So the seed, the love seed of the twin flames is set long ago. It's set in stone. It's irresistible, they're saying. And it's the crux of the matter, right? That this is the nature of things. This is the reality of things, that the connection is love. It's beyond human love. It's not, it's without ego. It's completely without ego. It's a soul connection. So it's just that feeling of, you can't even explain it really in human terms. It's just a feeling of oneness, like something doesn't feel. In Pisces, this is the 8, it's the healing. Number 8 is the healing, right? Infinite connection, love, water, emotions, Pisces. So underlying is this moon. What's happening in the moon in Pisces is the feeling of oneness. And it's away from the mind, they're saying. So it's not coming, that's why there's no way of kind of explaining it through an explanation. It's a feeling. It's like, well, you know this analogy about the twin flames and it being an elastic band, and you can stretch it as far as possible, this connection, but it will never break. Well, it's that really. And the thing is, when it comes close together, when it starts to draw close together, the energy starts to pull together. So we've had the down in the Capricorn, and then we're mild up in the Aquarius, right? It's flying up in the Aquarius. So it's an 8, really. It's a down in the Capricorn. It's up in the Aquarius, 0 point clarity. And then it's around here in the Pisces, which is the healing, which is the feeling like the connection, the energetic connection coming closer. It's warm. They're saying the feeling in the water of Pisces is like the feeling of warmth. So when something feels so right that it can't be wrong, so it's like that feeling of, it doesn't matter how long it is since you've seen this person. It doesn't matter how far away they might be or how old you or them might have got, both of you, obviously. Unless one of you has got like the elixir, I don't know, to youth. So, but anyway, it's that feeling of warmth that is just, it doesn't matter. By essentially the healing 8 in Pisces, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long it's been, because essentially you're coming home. You're both coming home because it's oneness that you are together. So it's a feeling of coming home. It's a feeling of kind of like, you could have spoken to them yesterday. You could have literally put the phone down yesterday. When you speak again, it could be 20 years, it could be 30 years. And it's like you've never been apart. It's like you just slot together like a key in a lock, right? So we've got that coming in Pisces. And we've also got here, just go through these cards again in a different way because they speak in multiple voices. We've got the masculine made manifest in the King of Pentacles, completion in the Ten of Pentacles. That's completion in the physical environment of separation. And that's the physical separation because it's the 5 of Pentacles. So we've also got that there. So that is what the moon is about, that's coming, despite the fact that right now it might kind of seem like it's even irrelevant, or you just can't access that profound like magnetic pull that comes in the moon that feels like things are meant to be. It feels very downtime right now, or very downtown. It feels like that feeling of like higher energy doesn't exist. There isn't such a thing as fate or destiny. It feels a bit like that now. But as we move through and we open up, Aquarius, Pisces, of course, is the last sign of the zodiac. It's the spiritual sign of the zodiac. It is the sign of the psychic. So we're coming into a lot of higher, we're coming into a meant to be definitive, they're saying meant to be energy in Pisces. 12, the last sign of the zodiac, and it's a full moon, and it's the end of a cycle, right? So we're going from an energy that states this is how it is to be alive, and it's just like boring in Capricorn, to oh my God, there's no such thing as just being alive in Pisces, because we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So it's completely the opposite we're getting to. And right, so we've got that now moment, the 4 of Pentacles, resistance right now, relationship. So this is all in relationship, and it's change. We've got 5 and we've got 5. So we've got change in the relationship to what we're going through in terms of twin flame process. Through the axis, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. It's a very 3 is growth, and it's growing into a full moon, and it's change. And it's a very changeable energy we're going through right now, through into the full moon. And then, of course, after Pisces, we're going into Aries and the ground, and we hit the ground running in Aries after we've moved through, after we've arrived at the full moon. We hit the ground running, and they're just showing me like someone like jumping down. I can't see what they're jumping down from, but they're literally hitting the ground with their feet, and then they're running. It's the King of Wands that they're showing me in my head. Okay. And then we've got the reunion. So everything's about reunion always, and it's just a portal for reunion that we're going through this moon. The vibration of the feminine, they're just saying lockdown again. It's like it's nothing to do with us. They're saying it's nothing to do with you or your life or really what it's about. It's about what's coming through the masculines on the road to recovery through this moon, they're saying. Excuse me. And then we've got brand new beginning in the physical world, right, which comes from this, the truth underlying the resistance there energetically, which comes from the masculine being alive and how they experience their life and how that affects you because it's shared through the energy, the vibration. And we've got the oneness that is the love, you see. That's the healing in the Pisces. That is about the fact that there isn't anything you can do about the resistance that you experience that comes from the masculine. That's the love as well. You know, it's like the acknowledgement of the what is of the twin flame process. This is what my life is because this is how it feels to go through twin flame process. And that's the power of the feminine in her position of like holding on to that understanding, really, the vibrational understanding and the let go. You can't really let go though when the masculine's in resistance like this. It's not for you to let go. Tomorrow is a let go. We've got the let go coming because the masculine's going to let go. So nothing for the feminine to do apart from just, ride it out. It's like being on a roller coaster or any kind of ride, Ferris wheel, one that goes on for 3 days. 3 days, number 3, she's a 3. Right, let's look at these again. So let's go on the 9 of Wands. Ace of Swords, clarity and communication coming through in Aquarius, and that's to themselves. This is a big moment of clarity, and it's talking to themselves in their head. And it's also communication coming from them. Of course, first of all, they've got to have the communication in their own head. It's basically, you know what, it's not so bad. It's like there are possibilities. A lot is possible. There's a lot of, life can be interesting. Life can be, but it's like you've got to put the cat amongst the pigeons. That's what Aquarius always says. It's always like, Aquarius is like chemistry, a chemistry lesson. It's like, let's see what happens if we put this like blue paper over here with this yellow stick over here and let's see what explosion we can make, what happens. It is the cat amongst the pigeons, but Aquarius tells the masculine that is okay, especially when it's coming into a full moon and it's bright, and that's so much potential for growth through experimentation, through like rocking the boat, they're saying, right? So instead of like this Capricorn, like, oh, woe's me, this is how it has to be now. Here I am. This is how it has to be. There's like they're going to come. It's a wake-up call. They're coming to a wake-up call of no, it doesn't have to be like that. You could have anything. You could try anything you want. You could have anything you want. Right. So we got that there, and then let's go in the 7 of Wands in the middle. Home, 10 of Cups, and completion again emotionally. So it's just resistance, right, to them acknowledging where they're meant to be. This is where everything's complete emotionally, and it's home, and it's relationship with the one that you love. It's roses around the door. It's the complete picture, it's so it's resistance towards completion, But actually, you know, what they got at the moment in this Capricorn moon is not a lot. There's not a lot there. It doesn't feel like a lot. It feels like a lot of lack, you know. And so when we come into Aquarius, this prompt that they will get through that, through their mind, is why the hell not? It's a voice saying, why the hell not? Why would you not want that? When what have you got? What have you just realised what you've got? Not much. So why wouldn't you want that? Why not give that a go? Why not give that a shot? Right? That's what the voice will say, their higher self. As we move into Pisces, let's go on here because this is the Pisces, right? Underlying that rocking the boat. Aquarius will rock the boat. And in Pisces, oops, two's coming out. Let's get them both out then. We've got connection being made and we've got the ego, right? So we've got the ego being telling, they're saying telling off, and this connection being made in the physical. So it's like through the ego, it has to come through the ego. You can't make a contact with someone in a physical environment unless you move through your ego. Your mouth has to open and words have to come out, or fingers have got to tap and a word's got to be written. So it's got to come through the mind. But in Pisces, it's higher self that takes over, because it's pulling, we've got the pull going on, right? From the down in the Capricorn, which is the mundane of the physical existence, through the expansion of the Aquarian, which is the all bets are off, all-inclusive holiday of anything your soul desires, right? All possibilities, the roulette wheel, the spin of that. And then in Pisces, we've got this ethereal energy, which is it's above the heart. It's like a high heart in the head energy, heart and head in this card, which is like your soul tells your brain what to do. It's a clarity in the head. So your ego will operate through what your soul tells you to do through your brain. If you like, that's the brain as well in the background. The moon, where it's affecting it's going to be the brain. It's going to be the high heart. It's going to be the chime of the bell. They're saying, like the bell's going off and the whistle blowing, they just said, and the and do what you're told. They're just saying do what you're told with this. It's like your soul or your guidance, your vibration, your soul, do what I'm telling you to do. Follow your heart. Go home. Right? And that's a connection being made in the physical, and that's coming in Pisces. Let's go here, King of Pentacles. Fruition for the masculine. That's Seven of Pentacles, which is all the lessons learned about a life less well lived, they're saying, and fruition in the physical. So we've got that coming there. Ace of Pentacles here. And we've got an ending for the feminine of all your doubt and fear, or whatever doubt and fear you've ever had, basically. So that new beginning coming in the physical, which will just address any and everything that you've ever been in doubt of, basically. Any inconclusion, they're saying, that you have not. It's closure, basically. We've got closure coming. This is the closure. 9, 10, right? It's a 1. So it starts again. So it's equivalent. It's the same as a 10. It's a 1. 9, 10. Closure. Closure for the feminine. Fruition in relationship, they just said. To self for the masculine. So, we've got that there as well, look. 9, 10. We got it for the feminine in the 9 and the 10. And we got it for the masculine in the 9 and the 10. He's not he's over here, right? So he's like, it's about him, obviously. A lot of this reading has been about him, right? Or her. but it's for you, because this is the exit of the reading. So he comes out even before, at the start, not even like in the storyboard here, but at the exit of the storyboard is your conclusion, his conclusion, which comes to 10, 9, 1, and your conclusion, feminine, 9, 1. Yours is a physical, his is a mental. So you can't go anywhere in the mental anymore, because you can't fix it through your own brain. It can't be. It's got to be his conclusion. He has to conclude. Look, that on there, 10 again. It's like the answer comes through his brain, even though it's your brain that's had all the process go through it. So there, that's that. And then we got that there as well, the conclusion. Home, Jeeves. That's what they just said. Right, 5 of Pentacles over there. 10 of Swords, an ending. Mentally an ending. So got all these endings coming up mentally through Aquarius, right? The Ace, which is a brand new start and an end. It's a 1. Clarity, communication. This is just the death of the ego. The end of everything that's gone on, basically, in the 10 of Swords. Ending of separation that's occurred because of the ego in the masculine, which is over. And we've got the 9, the 10 and the 1 of all the swords out. And the 2, of course, which is the saying now choice, and also being told what to do. There was no choice. There never was a choice for the masculine. They might have tried multiple choices. Look what it did. 9 of Wands, it just got them down. All the multiple choices they tried, they thought was an answer to their question of how do I live my life. They only have one choice. It's outstanding, they're saying. You know when you have one thing that's outstanding, and it's the only thing that's outstanding, the choice they need to make, which isn't a choice at all, because it was only ever the answer in the first place, which these tell them. 6 of Cups, which is reunion down there, and the Moon. So it couldn't be any more clear than that. Reunion at the Moon in Pisces. And whether that is for somebody who's watching this, that is like, maybe you spoke to them on Wednesday. Maybe you've not had a very long separation. Maybe you're listening to it, you've not seen them for 28 years and you know you've been going through the process. All different forms of separation occur. And but this moon it's more than it's a very, very advanced moon in how it's playing out, they're saying, and it's very, very possible. It has a lot of potential, how the dice are rolling for reunions. This moon, the pull of the moon. Right, 10 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. So that 7 of Cups is representative of lessons, and Pisces as well. What's coming in Pisces? Emotional lessons, completion of everything that was an emotional lesson coming into Pisces. There's a lot to talk about in the 7 of Cups. There's a lot to share. There's a lot of understanding, rewards to reap. A lot of it's like an advent calendar in the 7 of Cups, where every day you open a new door and something new is going to pop out that can only be really good once you get together with this person. And it's all bright hopes and possibilities, they're saying, of what the future holds in store. Queen of Wands, 6 of Swords, which is just to let go. Feminine is coming into a let go. There's nothing for the feminine to do at this moon. It isn't like, there isn't any. The reason there's nothing for the feminine to do, what they're saying is there isn't any way of getting out of it for the masculine, right? A lot of the time through process, the feminine is guided to operate in certain ways to assist the birth of the masculine into the physical in terms of reunion. So maybe guided to go cooking and baking or walk in the woods or dig a hole in the garden and, all this kind of like creative stuff and to take you out of yourself or, just loads of different stuff basically. But in this one and the resistance here, which you will feel in Capricorn, there isn't anything to be done about it. It's kind of like, it's just like, feels like a heavy weight. There isn't anything, there's no advice for the feminine to, like, if you do this, this is going to assist the process because it's done. There isn't anywhere for them to go. So even if you went out in the garden and you dug a hole, it wouldn't be necessary. It would just be digging a hole. It's not going to dig them out of their hole. The only way they're going to get out of that hole is to get themselves out of it this time. So that's what they're saying. So, observe. That's all there is to do, really. Observe what's going on with you and see it through, they just said. Breathe, maybe. Breathing breaths, they're saying. And batten down the hatches, know everything that's coming to you. It's, again, because we've got it there, right? This is the ending of doubt and fear. It's just the ending of anything that was about the process in the feminine's mind, an ending of any kind of question or answer in the head, any deliberation, any corresponding woe is me that goes on, concerned with your own life or where you've come from, where you've been. There's a washing away, they're saying, of your ability to even do that, which is what this let go is. It's not like a forced let go. It's just like we've been there before, we've seen it, we've done it, we know how this feels, is what they're saying for the feminine. So it's just a now moment, right? Four of Pentacles, now moment. There, Page of Pentacles, form showing up. What comes in the now moment? And it comes because it's cleared, right? So it's coming through Aquarius because there's nothing for the feminine to do. There is no clearing for you to do. You don't clear away. You're not clearing a path for them to come home through how you correspond your energy to what they're going through. It might feel like irritability. You know what it's like if you've been pregnant for a lot longer than you expected to be pregnant for, and you're getting really like, you just like, oh God, this is stuck. Well, it's stuck right now today, but it'll be moving tomorrow. Hierophant, relationship change, energy moving through. So it's outstanding, right? What they're saying is outstanding, that one thing to do. This is a lot of movement. It's a 5, it's movement, change towards relationship, energetically on its way. Like this is very open in this. It's not yet occurred, it's here. This is kind of what's coming. And it's not, this isn't about what we're going through now, today, or tomorrow. It's what's on its way, basically. So there's just this more of an opening to another card, really, because it's what's on its way. A relationship, yes, but it's not formed yet. It's forming in the moment here. Page of Pentacles, physical form, forming in the moment. So it's like every moment that's occurring is bringing us forward to this. It's coming through the masculine's brain once we hit Aquarius. So again, we can't see the form that's coming yet until after we've gone through Aquarius, not until we're in Pisces when it starts to show up. I'm just going to go one more on there. Page of Swords, which is the message coming through. So that if there's a message to come through, it won't be coming through in Capricorn. I don't feel it's going to be coming through in Aquarius, because Aquarius is for the masculine. In Pisces, the message will come through in Pisces. They just said the cure is in Pisces. You know, it's healing. The cure is the message. I'm going to get one more out. Am I pushing my luck? I don't know. Let's get one more out. Oh, look. Queen of Swords. That's just the brain of the feminine. They're like, why would you say, are you pushing your luck? I don't know. I thought it was funny. Another one, because I need a corresponding one for her now. Oh, look. Let go. Four of Swords, which is just let go of it. Put it to bed. Put it to bed inside your head and let go. All right, so I'm going to go. I hope that's helped. Lots of love. Take care. And write in the comments if you have any news. That would be interesting to hear. If it happens for anybody, that would be good to hear. All right, lots of love for everybody. That would be good. Take care. Bye.